Hello, welcome to Tallinnopen YouTube channel. Here we'll tell you the history of this city, interesting places, interesting events, where to go, what to see and how to relax. So click the subscribe and press the bell button and get to know Tallinn. Did you know that there are two still functioning cinemas in Tallinn from Soviet times? The legendary Sopros, opened in 1955, and Kosmos, opened in 1964, the most modern cinema of that time. After the war, there was not much left from previous cinemas. The only cinema which survived the bombing of 1944 was the competitor of Grand Marina, Gloria Palace, where now Russian theater is located. And right after the war, the cinema was not the main focus for the government. However, due to importance of cinematography for Soviet regime, in beginning of 1950s they came up with a vision for building a new cinema which would represent the Union Republic in the very center of the city. Three architects, Ferdinand Wendach, Peter Tarvas and August Wolberg, were faced with the challenge of creating design to match Stalins Empire Style. The project of future Sopros, meaning in Estonian friendship, was approved by the authorities in 1950. Authorities had really big plans. They wanted the capacity of the new cinema to exceed any of existing ones, increasing it to 800 seats and aiming at screening two pictures at the same time, something what Tallinn never experienced before. It took them 5 years to complete this project. The first movie screened here was Mikhail Lomonosov. The opening received really good press and everyone was impressed with the glamour and grace of this place.
Интересно, кто университет этот придумал?
Как кто? Ломоносов? Он сейчас вон в том зале, вместе с боярством празднует.
You might say that doesn't look Soviet at all. Main facade with concave parabola and 6 columns forming a portico at the entrance, decorated with motifs of folk art, traditional Estonian muhu embroidery. The early architecture of Soviet times is not what most would associate with Soviet design. The vision inside the Soviet Union was changing with the time and with leaders. Stalin's Empire Style was characterized by splendor and rich ornamentations. By this, Stalin wanted to position himself as an heir of classical traditions, strengthen his power and awake respect for his regime. Khrushchev conducts the Stalinization while maintaining socialist foundation of the state. You might ask yourself, why is it so? Why the leaders who believe in same ideology do not support one vision? Well, the Germans have a right answer here. As their old saying goes, Neue Besen kehren gut, meaning new broom sweeps clean. According to communist tradition, the one who becomes new head of the party has to attack the predecessor. Stalin eroded entire Lenin's team, promoting his people, and Khrushchev did exactly same thing, getting rid of all of the Stalinists at first, then criticizing his social and economical rule. The first artificial Earth satellite was launched in October 1957, and 9 months later, Tallinn authorities decided to build new movie theaters. Here is one of them, Kosmos, the first panoramic cinema in Soviet Union, opened in 1964, once demonstrating the society that the Cultural Revolution is not limited to Earth, now only reminding us of an outer space-inspired era, where scientists, astronauts and aircraft engineers were treated like heroes. The final result was not only elegant and solid, but also economical. It was decided to abandon original plan for the cladding of the facades with Vasalema marble. And they also gave up on building separate ventilation system. The water necessary for its functioning had to be cooled naturally through 3 huge bowls of fountains at the wall of the main facade of the cinema, giving the functionality an aesthetic expression. The first movie screened here was military drama The Tale of Flaming Years, first widescreen movie in USSR.
Что с тобой? Ты же в бои ходил.
Иваночка, то совсем другое. То была война, а это жизнь.
Once an ultra-modern object, with time it became obsolete, and even amendments undertaken in the 80s did not comfort the visitors. Although this building has a great architectural importance for the city, it was only 1997 when they recognized it as cultural monument and entered into register of protected monuments of architecture. Recently bought by IMAX Group, seems to get his popularity back. Are you wondering what other interesting Soviet objects is this city hiding? Let's find out in our next video. Thanks for watching. Click like if you enjoyed it and click subscribe to not to miss any of our new videos. See you next time.